Hi students, welcome to Bridge course. This is for level 2, 6th and 7th classes, mathematics subject. Today our topic is perimeter and area of 2D shapes. Okay children, observe learning outcomes here. By the end of the lesson, students are able to learn and calculate the perimeter of a square, and you can calculate the perimeter of rectangle, calculate the perimeter of regular polygons, and calculate the area of the square, area of the rectangle, and area of the regular polygons. And here we study about perimeter and area of 2D shapes of triangle, square and rectangle. Okay students, observe these pictures. What are they doing in this picture? They are preparing and adjusting the boundary of the field for proper use and to protect the crop. Have you ever seen such field trip? Now, if the daily wages of them are rupees 20 per meter for preparing that boundary, then what will be the total cost to finish the work? Think over that. To know the total cost here, we need to find the total length of the boundary of the field. Once think about the boundary of the field from the figures. Here the boundary will be any polygon. It may contain 4 sides or it may contain 5 sides like this. So students, think over about the boundary of this field. What will be the total length of all the sides of the field? So to know the total cost, we need to find the total lengths of all the sides of the field. Here the total lengths of the sides of the field will be its perimeter. To know the perimeter of any shape, we need to find the lengths of the sides. Perimeter is nothing but sum of the lengths of all sides of the shape. Let us take one example here. We have one polygon shaped field here. Observe this field. Some line segments we can see. The lengths will be given like this. The first length is given as 18 meters. Like that, the field has some line segments. It is closed polygon which has 6 sides. One by one measurements are given here. Those are 18 meters, 10 meters, 14 meters, 16 meters, 13 meters and 12 meters. Now what is the perimeter of this field? We should add all these line segments. So perimeter is equal to sum of the lengths of all sides of the shape. Students, note down the measurements in your notebook and add these all measurements. Now let me add for yourself. First one, 18 plus 10 plus 14 plus 16 plus 13 plus 12. Students, try to add all these. Before it appears on the screen, you should write the answer in your notebook. Okay? Finished from your side? Now see the answer. The perimeter of this particular field is 83 meters. Now let us take one more example to find the perimeter of any field here. To know the perimeter, we need any polygon with measurements here. Another shape has appearing on your screen. The measurements are given like this. Try to read all the numbers and note it in your notebook. Find the perimeter of this field or this shape. Now the measurements are 20 meters, 40 meters, 60 meters, 50 meters and 50 meters. Now perimeter is equal to sum of all sides. Try to note that all sides and find the perimeter. Here is the perimeter here, 20 plus 40 plus 60 plus 50 plus 50. You finished the answer, I think. The answer is 220 meters. Perimeter is nothing but sum of all the sides of any shape here. So hence perimeter is measured in meters or centimeters or any. This is for nothing but a length. Now let us take one more shape here and the measurements are given like this. Perimeter is given as 45 centimeters and the 3 measurements 10 centimeters, 9 centimeters. With the help of perimeter, we can find any one unknown value. Let us come to 2D shapes to find their perimeters. Observe the figure appearing on the screen. What is the name of this figure? It is a triangle. Now measurements are given. Observe the measurements. All the measurements are equal here. 6 centimeters. Such a triangle is known as, tell me the name of the triangle, type of the triangle here. Yeah. What is the perimeter of this triangle? So as we learnt just now, perimeter is equal to sum of all sides. Here perimeter is equal to 6 plus 6 plus 6. All the 3 sides are equal here. We should observe that all the 3 measurements are equal. So the answer is 18 centimeters. If 3 measurements are equal in any triangle, that triangle is called equilateral triangle. Let us write a formula for an equilateral triangle. Now the triangle is equilateral whose measurements are A units. A is any number here. Now try to generalize the perimeter formula of this equilateral triangle. So we learnt already perimeter is sum of all the 3 sides. Here all the 3 sides are equal. Hence A plus A plus A is equal to 3 into A, that is 3A centimeters. So with the help of this, you can answer any equilateral triangle perimeter. Perimeter of an equilateral triangle is equal to 3 into length of the side. So if the length is 6 centimeters, we get 3 into 6. If the length is 10 centimeters, we get 3 into 10. Like this, we can find perimeter of any equilateral triangle. For suppose, if we take another 2D shape, with the help of these measurements, can you name the shape of the 7 centimeters each side? All angles are 90 degrees. Yeah, this is square. Now tell me the perimeter of square. Before I explain, you tell me the perimeter. We studied already. Perimeter is equal to sum of all sides 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. So here 4 times. Here also all sides are equal, but it has 4 sides. Now see the square here and see the measurements here. Try to formulate the perimeter of this square. Add all the sides. What will be the answer here? 4 times we are adding same number. Hence 4 should be multiplied to that number. Here the number is x. Hence the perimeter we get here 4 into x, 4x centimeters. Perimeter of any square is equal to 4 into length of the side. Children, try to write perimeters, draw any triangle, give measurements to it and try to find the perimeter. Draw any square and give 4 equal measurements and try to find the perimeter of that square. Discuss with your teachers and try to write new questions. If you know all the measurements, you can add and get the perimeter. Now with the help of that, I am giving you a small task. Here the measurements are like this. What is this shape here? Yeah, this is rectangle whose measurements are length L, breadth B. Like that, 2 lengths are here and 2 breadths are here. Try to add all these and get the perimeter formula of rectangle. Add all the 4, L plus B plus L plus B. We are adding L plus B 2 times. Hence, you might have got perimeter formula, that is 2 into L plus B. Write in your notebook and try to create a question on perimeter of rectangle, perimeter of square, and create some questions of triangles, square and rectangle, and try to find the perimeter. Here I am showing you one example to solve in your notebook. Here it is having 5 sides. The 5 sides are equal. It is regular pentagon. Now tell me the perimeter. As usually we have added all the sides, A plus A plus A plus A, 5A. Now if there are 6 sides of equal measurements, then what will be the perimeter of this hexagon? Yeah, if the sides are 6, then it is called hexagon. All sides are equal, hence it is regular hexagon. Now add these 6 sides here, we get 6a. Now let us generalize for any polygon whose sides are equal. Those are regular polygons. Now first figure you see, here it has number of sides 3. If 3 sides are a each side is a units. Now what is the perimeter? 3 into a, that is 3 into side. Now see the second figure, how many sides are here? 4 sides. Now all sides are equal and a units each. Then what will be the perimeter? Perimeter is 4 into side. Next one, how many sides here? Write this table in your notebook. Write number of sides each here. Each side is a units. Then add all the units. You get perimeter. Now here the third figure, perimeter is 5 into side. Are you writing in your notebook? Then write before I shown on this screen. What is the next figure? Hexagon. How many sides? 6 sides. Each side is a units. What is the perimeter now? Yeah, perimeter is 6 into side. Can you tell me if there are 7 equal measured closed polygon? Heptagon. What will be the perimeter? 7 into side. Then if there are 10 sides, what will be the perimeter? 10 into side, like that. Can you write the formula of perimeter of n-sided regular polygon? Yeah, here if there are n sides, n is any natural number. Now 3 into side, 4 into side, 5 into side, 6 into side. The perimeter depends on number of sides. So we can write the formula, perimeter of n-sided regular polygon is n into side. If we know number of sides, we can tell the perimeter. Simply we should multiply number of sides into length of each side. For regular polygons, you try to write 8-sided, 9-sided and more number of sided polygons. Create a question on that. If you know the perimeter, you can find the number of sides also. For example, the perimeter is 48 centimeter and the number of sides are 12. Listening all of you, perimeter is 48, number of sides 12. What is the measurement of each side? N into side is given 48, n is given 12. So orally I am giving you a small division. So 48 should be divided by 12, we get 4 centimeters each side. Like this, you also create a question and discuss with your students and with your teachers. Try to get perimeter. Okay. Now let us come to the next thing. I will give you some figures here. Observe this one. It has all line segments and measurements are given. I have taken 3 units, 5 units, 3 units, 1 unit each and all like this. All are centimeters. Now try to get the perimeter. What is the perimeter formula? Yeah, sum of all sides. Now add all these and get the perimeter of this shape. Now see the another shape. Here it has so many line segments and each line segment is equal length, that is 1 centimeter. Another shape I am showing you on screen. This one has all 1 centimeter line segments. All sides are 1 centimeter in these two shapes. Now try to find perimeter. Add all the line segments. Draw any shape of your own. Give measurements to each line segment and give a task to your friends and get the task from your friends. Like this, you create some questions and find the perimeter on each. Go to your own fields or at your home. Take one currency, either 10 rupees or 50 rupees or 100 rupees. With the scale, you measure all the sides of that currency note and try to find the perimeter. Do you get same answer for any 10 rupees currency note? Observe that. And take field trip. You go to your own field or anybody. Try to measure all the line segments of that field and try to get the perimeter. In this way, you can apply the perimeter in your surroundings and you will understand what is the perimeter of your classroom board. Like this, you try to get perimeter and measurements of 2D shapes like square, rectangle and the shapes showing on the screen. Okay children, let us come to the new topic. Now I will show one image on the screen. Here observe this table. Table has one plane surface. Okay, I am arranging some objects on that table surface. Observe everything. I am trying to put each and every object on that table surface. Here notebooks are there, some X tray is there, shuttle bat is there, ball, toy, everything. Total occupied the surface of the table. Now I am trying to arrange some extra objects on that surface. Observe all the objects here. Bring any another object. Now I bought here a flower pot. I am trying to keep that flower pot on the table, but I am not getting sufficient space on that table. What is the region occupied by those objects and how much region left on the table? To know the space occupied by any object or to know the space left over on the table, how to find that? What are the measurements? If any object occupying any space on a surface, what is it called? Any object occupying region on any plane, that is called area of that object. Observe this. The space occupied by any object on a plane is called its area. We are here to learn area of 2D shapes. Now let us come to area of 2D shapes. Okay children, observe this graph sheet. Now observe this graph sheet. Graph sheet has all unit centimeters grid paper. Each thick line having 1 centimeters length. Observe this one. Now this each lines are 1 centimeters. Now observe this red line. This is 1 centimeters length. Okay. Now observe this one grid here. Like this, so many grids are here on this graph paper. This is a small square which has 1 centimeters each. 4 measurements are 1 centimeters each. 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. This is called unit square. We call it as unit square. The space occupied by this unit square is 1 square centimeters. This is a square having centimeters. So this is called 1 square centimeter. Like that, all these squares are unit squares. The area of this unit square is 1 square centimeter. We call it as unit square. Okay children, now you understood about unit square. Now try to tell me number of unit squares in each figure shown here. Here first figure you observe here. Every box or square is 1 square centimeter. Now area of first figure, this one. How many squares are here? 1, 2, 3. So the area is equal to 3 square centimeters. Now observe the second figure here. Now area of this second figure, 1, 2, 3. The area is 3 square centimeters. Like that, every shape has 3 squares here. So area of every figure is here 3 square centimeters. In any grid paper, you can draw any shape by filling total entire this square. If you fill entire this square, you get 1 square centimeter area. This is unit square. Now let us take one shape here. This is your textbook. This is your textbook. Now try to count the number of squares occupied by this textbook. Count the number of squares occupied by the surface of the book and find its area. Now see here 3 squares 1, 2, 3 and here 4 squares 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, total how many squares are here? Here 3, 3, 3, 3. Total number of unit squares occupied by this book is its area. Area of this book is equal to 12 square centimeters. Total it is occupying 12 square centimeters. Like that, now see this stamp. How many squares are here? Find the area of total stamp here. Area of the stamp is 35 square centimeters. Here 5 and here 7. Now try to find the area of this one. Total 10. What is the area? 10. Now try to find the area of this square here. How many are here? Total 4. And here how many squares? Count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the area is 7 square centimeters. So by counting number of unit squares, we can tell the area of these graph shaped papers. Now let us come to one thing. Try to count the number of squares in each row and each column. So here total 3 squares and like that total 4 rows. 3 squares in each row such that 4 rows. Hence the area is 3 into 4, 12 square centimeters. And take another figure like this. Count the number of squares in each row. So total here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 squares such that total 5 lines, 5 rows here. Now find the area of this rectangle. 7 squares in 5 rows. The area is equal to 7 into 5, 35 square centimeters. Okay children, we have measured the area based on unit squares. Up to now you have observed grid papers. In that grid paper we have given and easily measured the number of unit squares. Now see this rectangle. Here the measurements are given like this. Here the length is L. L indicates number of unit squares in horizontally and the breadth is given B. B indicates number of rows here. Now the formula we need to write for this rectangle. So here number of unit squares are L in B rows. Unit squares are L in each row. Total rows are B. Then what is the area of this rectangle? Number of rows into number of columns. Number of rows here B, number of columns here L. L into B. So area of this rectangle is L into B. Length into breadth. For every rectangle, if you multiply length and breadth, we get the area of that rectangle. Now try to give the formula of this square. All the measurements, all the lengths are equal. So in the same manner, we should multiply length into breadth in rectangle. Here length is A and breadth also A. So we should multiply two equal sides like this. So what will be the formula of area of this square? Yeah, number of unit squares are A in A rows. Area is A into A. Here A into A should be written like this, A square, that is side square, side into side. This is the area of a square. Now try to read the question. Find the area of the rectangle whose length is 10 centimeters and the breadth is 7 centimeters. When you are given like this, you need to draw a rectangle roughly and write length part and breadth part. Try to multiply both the numbers and you will get the answer here. So when length and breadth are given, we can find the area of the rectangle. Now try to read this another question. What is the area of the square whose side is 12 centimeters each? We studied that area of the square is side into side. Now what is the side given here? 12 centimeters. So the area of this square is 12 into 12, 144 square centimeters. We measure area in square centimeters. If the area is 120 square centimeters and the length of the rectangle is 15 centimeters, then find its breadth. Here area is given and length is given. We need to find the breadth. So here the question is created based on area of the rectangle. Students, you also try to create these type of questions. We know already area of the rectangle, we know already area of the square. With the help of that, area is given and length is given, we need to find the breadth. So like that, area should be divided by length to get the breadth, and area should be divided by the breadth to get the length. And here if you know the area of the square and equal area of the rectangle, we can compare two 2D shapes, square and rectangle, with their areas. Perimeter of triangle, perimeter of square, perimeter of rectangle, and perimeter of regular polygons. In the same way, we studied area of square and area of rectangle. Okay children, try to solve all the questions, create new questions with your observations.